The UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has promised to act on soaring inflation and the cost of living crisis, with a pledge to help first-time homebuyers and council tenants own their own homes.
Critics have dismissed his plan as a distraction from the so-called Partygate scandal and says it will instead push up prices. But Johnson says it's time to act on housing.
I want to talk about the single biggest chunk of household expenditure, and that is the cost of housing itself. Just this year alone, the price of a home in the UK has soared by an average of 9.8% to £278,000, which is £24,000 higher than this time last year.
Dr. Mark Shanahan is head of the Department of Politics and International Relations at the University of Reading in the UK. He told me that Boris Johnson is on borrowed time.
Apparently we have to draw a line now. It's time for the government to get on with the job and to deliver. And this is what Boris Johnson is trying to show the country today. He has taken his caravan up to Blackpool, up in the northwest of England, and he's doing a big speech about housing today, evoking the spirit of Margaret Thatcher as he attempts to relaunch a right-to-buy scheme so that people who rent their houses rather than own them at the moment have the right to buy. Already, even on the trailed elements of the speech, some critics are picking off the faults on it, so he's not getting away scot-free. And I suspect for most of the country, he really hasn't drawn a line under Partygate, under the Sue Gray investigation, under the confidence vote on Monday, which actually put 41% of his own members of parliament in opposition to him. So it's a tough job, but today is the start for him.
Well, as you say, the idea to draw a line under what's just happened, but we've had multiple Tory grandees, big figures from within his own party, saying that the Prime Minister can't survive this, that he does have to go. Do you think that is what's going to happen, though?
Yes, in short, but it will be a slow death of 1,000 cuts. And this is not a Prime Minister who is the resigning type. So he will hold on for as long as is humanly possible. But he's lost the country. He seems to have lost much of Parliament, and particularly his own backbenchers. And therefore, any policies that he brings forward that tries to appease one wing of his party is really going to annoy the other wings of it. So it's very hard to bring his own party back on side. And as far as the country is concerned, this is a Prime Minister who has been seen to lower the standards of government through all of the Partygate issues, and then go to Parliament and lie about it. And if there is one thing that the country wants from its politicians is integrity. Boris Johnson was elected in 2019 as a very popular Prime Minister. He was a great sloganising Prime Minister, a great campaigner who was going to get things done. Now we're actually stripping the veneers away from that and seeing what he's doing and how he's doing it. And he's just lost his allure. The country no longer trusts him, and worse still for him, it doesn't like him.
But as you say, he's not the resigning type. In fact, he's said that his political career has barely begun. If he digs in, he's safe, isn't he?
Well, he has the hide of a rhino. He fights off criticism. He's something of a rubber ball as well who bounces back. But every leader has their utility value and they have their assets value. And the party are looking very carefully as to whether Boris Johnson is going to be the leader who will win them another term in office. And don't forget, the Conservative Party have effectively been running the government now for the last 12 years. That's a very tired time for any government. They're now looking very carefully to say, is he the man in 2023 or 2024 to win the next general election? And the omens do not look good. Leaders don't bounce back from this kind of confidence vote, where so many MPs rebelled against him. So even though he may be doing what he does best, his boosterism, talking up a great game, the rest of the party are a lot less confident in him and are probably waiting for his next mistake.